I got a car. I have a car after like 3 years of not having a vehicle. I now have a car. And I am excited. I know it's not showing. I am like really excited though. It's just I haven't driven 3 years, so I'm like really nervous to drive. I was. I guess I still kind of am. This is the second day that I've drove it. But yeah, I have a car now. It was used. It's a used car. I'll put in a video right now of just like what it looked like when I bought it, because like even the dealership didn't even bother like cleaning it, and it was disgusting. So I just bought this used car from dealership, and they left a ripped up photo of someone in here. A ton of change. There was a key somewhere, but I already put it in this trash bag, or the bag I'm using as trash, and it's like disgusting, and there's like food everywhere and change everywhere. That's my cup. So that's fun. I'll have to clean it now. The background noise is my boyfriend washing the outside of it for me. But yeah, they just left a bunch of change in here. I have most of it in my lap right now. It still is. I'm hoping to get detailed because I did like as much as I could, which was just like vacuuming it and then wiping down like the dash and the wheel and the doors and stuff like that. But I don't have like tools or anything to really get in like the corners and stuff. So the cup holders, and then there's like a little part like right here that you can put stuff in, and they got crumbs like between the dash and like where the steering wheel connects to the dash, and it's just like really gross. And I tried to get them out with like a cleaning toothbrush, and it just was not working. So I'm hoping to get it detailed. I looked at places around me to get it detailed, and all of them are gonna cost like $200. So I'm gonna save it for that. I know this video is like really short, but I just wanted to like talk about how I finally have a car now after having to walk everywhere or depend on other people for 3 years, because that's like really hard to do. And I'll probably continue filming a little bit about getting a car. I don't really know. This might be the end of the video. If it is, thanks for watching, because I have to go into work before I'm late. But thank you for watching. Bye. So yeah, I decided to add more to this video. Basically I'm just really relieved that I have a car. I haven't had one in like 3 years. So yeah, how I got around was just like walking, or my mom lives close enough to where she could take me to do stuff. Where she lives, it's like a really small town, and there's like not even a grocery store. So she has to come to where I live now to go grocery shopping and stuff on the weekends anyway. So that was very lucky for me. I am lucky or blessed, or however you want to say it, enough to have a best friend and a boyfriend who have vehicles and have taken me places whenever I've needed to. I also lived on my college campus my freshman year, and then my sophomore and junior year, I lived like a block away from campus. Like I could see campus from my apartment. So I was lucky enough to live close enough to where the walk wasn't going to be too terrible to get to classes or work, because I also work on campus. So I'm just like really lucky in those regards, because where I live, other than the campus and like what we call the strip, which is where just a bunch of bars are, which I don't really go to, there are other places on the strip besides bar. Like there's a cookie place and a few other little places like that, like for food, but I don't really go down there because it's all expensive, just the food in the one cookie place. But yeah, everywhere like on campus and in that area, because that is right next to campus, like it basically, the strip basically looks like it's part of campus almost, even though it's not. So I'm just really lucky in that regard of having friends and like my mom who would take me to places whenever I would need it. But that does get really frustrating still though, because then it's like I'm working around not only my class and school schedule, but I was working around either my mom's work schedule or my boyfriend's work schedule or my friend's class and work schedule. So it could get a little bit annoying and frustrating sometimes. And then there was some more times where I basically had mental breakdowns because I was like just so tired of not being able to drive. And on top of that, I had at that time I had a job where I was working outside for 5 hours a day, and so I was like on my feet walking around outside for 5 hours a day. And I remember one day, like from that job, whenever I got home, I like just kind of had a mental breakdown because like I wanted to, for some reason I just wanted a coffee, but I didn't have money to like Grubhub it to my apartment, but I had enough money to get the coffee. Just if I had it delivered, it was gonna be like from $2 to $10 because of delivery fee, and I was just so exhausted from work that I didn't want to walk to go get it, and I literally had like a mental breakdown and started crying because I was like, I can't even go get a coffee if I want unless I walk, and I'm too exhausted to walk. So yeah, not having a car in an area that's not walkable is, I feel like, something people don't talk about enough, but it's very hard on people, especially because like not walkable means like there's sidewalks that just stop, or there's broken sidewalks, or there's just no sidewalks depending on where you're at. So it just makes things really difficult, and I just kind of hope that everybody that needs a car can get one, because I know what it's like to not have one. And my situation wasn't even as bad as some other people, because since I lived on campus and so close to campus, and I had a student meal plan all 3 years, if I needed something kind of grocery-ish, my campus has a grocery store. It's not a good grocery store. It's mostly like junk, honestly, but there were a few things that weren't junk, even though it was like super expensive, because like they have frozen meat, but it's only Ralph's brand, so it's super expensive. And they have bags of frozen vegetables, but everything else is mostly just junk, I guess. I mean, they have like cans of soup and a few like baking supplies, and they have milk, but yeah, everything else was just like chips or candy or frozen dinners, and most of the frozen dinners were like pizza or for some reason spicy stuff, and I don't like spicy stuff. And then some of the other things they had that were more healthy was, it's called Grab and Go, and it's meant to eat like that day, or at least I guess the next day, but I wouldn't really trust it the next day. Some of it, not all of it, but some of it I wouldn't trust the next day. And it's like, I don't want to go there and buy that stuff and then not be able to eat it the next day if it's the Grab and Go stuff. So I could get some stuff like that if I needed, like really, really needed it. I know they don't have eggs. Not that I really use eggs a lot, but they don't have eggs. Really the only things that I would consider groceries that they had were like, they had like bags of sugar or flour. They had like milk, and then the frozen meat and frozen vegetables and Hello Tigger. So, I mean, that helped a little bit. So, that was, pretty nice. But yeah, just having a car in a place that isn't walkable, like if I lived anywhere else, it would have been much harder because there's a lot of sidewalks where I live where they just stop, or there's no sidewalk at all, or the sidewalk takes you like way like far away from your destination. Like you have to just take a longer route for no reason. I mean, yeah, like you could cut across the grass in like some parking lots and stuff, but sometimes that's not great to do. Or sometimes they didn't even have crosswalks at every like intersection either. So you would have to, if you wanted to take the crosswalk and not jaywalk, you would have to walk down an extra 2 or 3 blocks and kind of do like a U-turn just to get somewhere, which could be very frustrating. And I've noticed, like, there are people who, like, a couple of people who I noticed have, like, those wheelchairs that, the, like, automatic wheelchairs, the ones that you just push, like, a button or a lever or whatever, and they go, that have to take long ways like that because they can't cut across the grass or other things. And then I know at one of the places here in town that's a grocery store, there's a guy that works there who, he's very elderly, like very elderly, and I noticed that he was always walking to work, always, all the time. He's basically never not walking. I don't think he has a vehicle, so I feel bad for him too. But yeah, just living in a non-walkable area really, really sucks and can take a really bad mental toll and physical toll on you whenever you don't have a car. So I hope that everybody who, oh hi Tig, who doesn't have a car gets one, because it sucks. But thank you for watching this video, and like I said, I am really excited to have a car. I'm just more relieved than anything to have one. But thank you for watching, and I hope you continue to watch my videos. Bye!